Hello, everyone. My name is Luchara, and this is Eco Global Survival. It appears Kitty is here. Hi, Kitty. Uh, I'm just getting the scrolls ready here because I didn't know if you were. I thought maybe you overslept, so I started getting the scrolls ready. So we are on what, like day 13 of the day 13 of my 12th Eco server. I'm having fun this run. I think this run's going pretty well. It's a smaller group than normal, right? Because a lot of people are waiting for update 10 and more specifically boats. Um, but yeah, I got the scrolls, Kitty. And yeah, and you did make it in time, but I was worried. Day 12 scrolls. Boom, 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 boom. Done. I finished this. Kitty literally walked in the room. How's that for timing? Sorry, Kitty. I'm sorry I doubted you. I apologize for doubting you. All right. That's done. So we don't have to worry about it anymore. And that is not how you spell property. All right. So for anybody who's curious, we now have advanced baking, advanced cooking, advanced masonry, composites, industry, and oil drilling. Hence the advanced late game stuff. Yeah, I don't pay attention to the stream chat necessarily before the stream, Katie. I'm sorry. I didn't notice it. Right, I was sorry. It's all good. It's taken care of. That's all that matters. It's taken care of. Yeah, I knew there was a chance that that would happen. That, you know, as soon as I started getting the stuff ready, you'd show up. And you did. All right, so there we go. I mean, I'm not going to take any of these probably, but it's extra claim papers, right? Which is good. So, my plan today, I don't know if you can hear that, but the Roomba's going right now. So you may hear like a vacuumy sound. It's not that loud, our Roomba, except when it goes back to its little home base, when it like unloads, it's super loud for like 5 seconds. Um, we're not needed, but it doesn't mean you have to log off, Kitty. Like I said, it was like 12:58 and you weren't on. So you know, thought maybe you overslept. It happens. We've all overslept. Ooh, what's this? I'm assuming there's going to be a store here at some point. Yeah, Ben's is Glass and Go, so there will be a store here. There will be a store there for sure. All right, is there anything else new on this drive? I haven't really been. Probably should have been looking around a little more instead of just driving. Man, these trucks back up uphill slowly. The Lil Mill. It's this milled stuff. Completely sold out, milled goods. But milled goods nonetheless. I think this is the only new thing. We got Kitty's nice bakery shop. We got Kitty's brick shop. Monkey Prime's little store. Were these purple things always here? They're nice. I like them. El Tozo's little store with the white and the green. Black and Out's rock and roll. Hey, Thorgrim. Welcome aboard, my man. All right, let's go home and check on my stock of steel and iron products. And copper, I guess. The real copper rush will be in 3 days. Electronics gets released. That's when we're going to need a crazy amount of copper. For anybody who's curious, this, of course, this was the thumbnail. Of course, with my UI hidden, but other than that, this is exactly an exact recreation of the thumbnail. Doom, doom, doom. And for anybody who's curious, it's F5 to go third person. And then to get the camera to spin around like this, you hold down Alt. For anybody who didn't know that. just in case anybody didn't know. It's very handy when you're trying to make screenshots or thumbnails, I guess. Screenshots for thumbnails. Goodies place, little bits place, punches place, wood place, the government store, Black and Out built. Got to walk the dogs. Oh yeah, the dogs need walking. One of my dogs is right now at the vet getting the snip snip. Poor boy. Poor little boy's getting the snip snip today. But he needed it. He's a little aggressive at times. I think it'll be good in the long run. But he did not look like he wanted to go this morning at all. But it's, it's how it goes. All right. So, well, I mean, does anybody want a cast iron stove? Thorgrim has one for sale anyway. All right. So we got all kinds of iron bars, all kinds of iron pipes. Get some copper bars. We don't have a lot of copper pipes. I don't know. I don't think copper pipes are used for a lot. Oh, just for the portable steam engine. Yeah, let's just make like 50 of those. Keep those in stock. Because I think more of those steam engines are going to get bought today. Rebar. Bill has 150 rebar. Maybe 100 rebar would be a good idea. Of course, I'm still making steel here. But we can queue up 100 rebar. Just in case, right? People are probably going to want more reinforced concrete. Corrugated steel, doors. This is kind of for looks stuff, right? That's probably less important than some of the other things at the moment. I know people probably want these doors, but right now they're low on the priority list. Steel saw blades. I've already made a bunch of these. I know Punch bought them. I think, is anybody else going industry? Out of curiosity? Or is it just Punch? I wonder. All right, there we go. So that'll be some saw blades. The saw blades aren't used in a lot of things, but they're used for the advanced carpentry. What's wrong with my eye today? Advanced carpentry and advanced masonry tables. But short of that, they're not needed for a lot. Steel pipes. Oh, you need those for valves and stuff. You plan, okay, so we do have somebody else going. Skull is also going industry. So we'll need some steel pipes, but those are over here, and there's already quite a queue of stuff there. If I did want to make steel, I got all kinds of iron. I got a good amount of quicklime. I don't have a lot of coal, though. And I got more quicklime coming. How are modern upgrades doing? Okay, so Thorgrim has modern upgrades in stock. I will leave that niche for him. Right, I don't feel the need to do everything. Rivets, yeah. You get 3 rivets per, so if I do like 50 rivets, yeah. I mean, this stuff, it's going to take a bit, but it'll get made. I am going to have to hit up a food store soon. What do I need? I need fat. Bacon. Give me the bacon. I need carbs. I don't have a lot of heavy carb things. I mean, well, mochi, I guess, is very heavy carbs. It's literally 25 carbs and almost literally nothing else. Yeah, there's only how many people in line right now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Kitty wasn't joking. She really did leave. Sorry, Kitty, if you're, well, I guess you're probably not still watching. All right, so I'm gonna go pick up some more coal. But yeah, like I said, this server, I expected it to be. Oh yeah, I'm sure she is tired. She probably went to bed just a few hours ago, right? And she only got up to do that, and then when she got up to do it, I had already done it. So she was like, "Well, screw this. I'm going back to bed." Right? Probably. That would be my assumption. That's what I would have done if I was her anyway. Would have been like, screw this. I'm going back to bed. I like the little parking spot has a P in it. Right? P for parking. I assume that's the intention. Is there a coyote meeting here or a wolf meeting? What's going on here? You went to bed. Oh, okay. Never mind then. I take it all back. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, clearly. Also, hi, Kitty. I'm just glad all the research got done because there was a moment yesterday where I was concerned that it wasn't going to get done. All right, I'm curious if they're just going to continue to move in sync. Of course, now they're not moving. Well, you weren't even late. You were right on time. I just, I was just being overly cautious. Of course, now they're not moving. We just gotta stop watching for a sec. Where'd the other one go? Oh, oh well. Squish, squish, squish. Could you imagine if there really was roadkill in this game? How much roadkill there'd be? Axel dug out space for 6 stockpiles. Finally moved the tailings down to storage. Filled 5.5 of them. Like large lumber stockpiles, I assume. Yeast. What is yeast used for? I think it's used in stuff, isn't it? Leaven dough, pastry dough, sun cheese. Okay, so sun cheese is a mill thing. Pastry dough is used in, oh yeah, bear claws, fruit tarts. As soon as there's an advanced baker, there should be buy orders for yeasts. Oh, the regular ones. Stacking them for more efficient storage space. Uh, I could be wrong here, but isn't a large lumber stockpile more efficient? And like I said, I could be wrong. I do not have a lot of storage space right now. I do not need. Do I have? Oh, I do have a limit. Yeah, I do not need to be buying any iron related thing. I have so much iron. So we were so concerned about getting iron out in a hurry yesterday for research. Um, that because okay, well, I mean, let's look at this. Um, I don't have a large lumber stockpile on me. So, so how many slots does a large lumber stockpile have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Did I miscount? Is it actually 20 or like why 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 times 5 is 45 and 5 is 50. Okay, so it's 50 slots. It's 50 slots. So how many slots does a normal stockpile have? I don't have any down. Can I get out of here? I can, right? Yes. But the other thing is, stuff stacks higher in a large lumber stockpile, right? I think what Calorie said, I think it is the same, Axel, but large lumber stockpile, everything stacks twice as high or twice as much. So it's large lumber stockpile is double the space, right? So this is 25 slots. Or wait, what the I gave the wrong 19 times 5 is 9, so it's 100. It's 100 slots, sorry. Yeah, no, I guess they are the same. And I think Axel's taken in consideration the slots, right? So it's 100 versus 25, right? So 4 of them takes up the same slots, but the large lumber stockpile stacks twice as high, right? Like stuff stacks. Like what I'm trying to say is in a stockpile, asphalt roads stack to 5. In a large lumber stockpile, they stack to 10. Hey, Xander, how you doing today? So it would be 10 by 10 by 10. Yeah, they are the same. It would be the same, wouldn't it? I mean, if you're going into and out of the storage all the time, obviously it's more convenient to have a large lumber. But if you're just storing tailings in and then forgetting about it, right? Because tailings stored at 10 in a large, right? And they only go to 5 here. So let's look, I mean, let's think about this. Let's actually do the math here. Right? Tailings specific. I think Axel's right. I think I was wrong. So, wait, why is it displaying differently? Is it doing 20 now? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now it's doing 20. So it's 100. It's 100 times 10, so 1,000. I don't need the calculator to do 100 times 10. And if you do it here, it's 5 times 25. It's 125 times 8. Yeah, it's 1,000. It's the same. Yeah, you're right, Axel. I apologize for doubting you. I will never doubt you again, Axel. I probably will. But you were definitely right. For some reason, I thought they were more efficient. They're not. They are not more efficient. All right. Today I learned. Today most of us learned. Not Axel. Axel knew. The rest of us learned though. All right. So we got stuff cooking up here. Yes. I mean, does anybody? I could do corrugated steel. Does anybody want corrugated steel or corrugated steel doors? What's the corrugated steel fence door? I honestly don't know. And now I'm curious, so I'm going to make one. And then sell it. I have every other kind of corrugated steel door. Might as well put one of these in too. And it's going to take a minute and a half. Minute and a half for that. All right. Okay, so all the crush has been made into concentrate. Yeah, the larger pull race. Yeah, if I'm making, I already queued it up. Like for me, in my basement, it would not make sense to have, a little pile of 8 instead, right? Because like you said, the pull radius, because every corner of this counts, right? So what I mean by this is if I had, 2 by 2, like stockpile, then stockpile, and then another layer 4 stockpiles on top of it, the one in the bottom left corner would not reach something up there, right? Because the stockpile is way down there. Whereas the large lumber stockpile, every corner of it reaches in every direction. But if you're just storing your tailings in a basement, yeah, stockpiles are the way to go. Or they're just as efficient, I guess. And but they're cheaper and easier to make. Right? So what are you doing? You're just doing like a layer of stockpiles and then like a layer of hewn logs, or we learned that 8 normal stockpiles, like 4 stockpiles, and then, a layer of hewn logs or whatever. Yeah, they're not, the door's coming. The doors are coming. And then 4 more stockpiles like this is it's the same. They hold the same. I thought the large lumber stockpile held more. It doesn't. It does not hold more. It holds the exact same. The exact same. Yeah, I mean that works, calorie, but I know there's like I'm not OCD. I'm not saying I'm OCD, but just throwing stuff outside of a stockpile triggers a certain part of my brain, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? I can't really explain why. Fence door. Oh, okay. So the oh, there goes the, I don't know. Can you hear the Roomba right now? Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Oh no, I agree, Calorie. You can. It's just like I said. It just bothers me to not put stuff in a stockpile. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. So that's what the and the other steel door looks the same, except there's no like see-through part. It's thick and sturdy. All right. So if anybody wants a corrugated steel fence door, I have one for sale. I'm just not why. I'm just curious as why it's called a steel fence door. I guess because it kind of resembles a fence. Oh. All right. So I forget who makes modern upgrade twos. Is that Punch? Is that Industry? I want to say. And then the 3 is Composites? Question mark. Yes, the 2 is Punch. The 2 is Industry. I know the 4 is Electronics. And yes, the 3 is Composite. It's funny how it's an advanced carpentry table, but the skill is called Composites instead of advanced carpentry. Does anybody else think that's weird? What you could do, Cal, in theory, is you could do a layer of stockpiles filled with tailings, and then just a layer of tailings on top of the tailings, and then put another layer on top of that. Right? Tailings for your tailings. Hello, 400 hit points, heals per second for green. I don't know. 400, 400. I'm just going to call it you 400. New player. What's up? What's up, man? Or wool man. Make one more of those of the door. Yeah, well, like I said though, if it's something you're interacting with regularly, the large lumber stockpile is better because of its reach, right? But if you're like Axel and you're just storing tailings down at bedrock where you're not going to access it ever, then it makes sense to just, do it most efficiently. Although, like Calorie said, the most efficient way to do it is just put them not even in a stockpile, right? Is technically the most efficient. Oh, you never want to waste wood. Well, like I said wood, but realistically dirt would probably be a better option. Yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I knew those were the 4. I just wasn't sure the order, right? I knew it was advanced smelting on one end. I knew it was electronics on the other end. And I knew it was industry and composites in between. I just couldn't remember who made the 2 and who made the 3. Oh, the wood to make the stockpiles. I smell what you're cooking. Yeah. I mean, it's 10 wood. I get what you're saying, but it's not like, it's not like it's a lot of wood. All right, I'm going to get some, well, how's my space? How's my space? Before I do anything, how's my space? I don't have a lot of space. Does anybody want any clay? Lots of people want clay. All right, so let's drop off some clay for, okay, well, Katie only wants 3, so not Katie. I mean, we just bring to a government store. Moria, bring some clay to Moria, because we're going to buy copper ore there anyway. And who wants crushed slag? Lots of people do. Lots of people do. Do I have any sand? I do. Punch wants sand. All right. Let's just take all this stuff. Let's get rid of all this stuff. And then we're going to buy some copper. Try to get ahead of the copper ore, right? Get ahead, stay ahead. All right, so crushed slag, sand, and clay. Those can all go. I bought all this lumber to make steel tools, and then I like haven't really made steel tools because Phil had steel tools. So I was just letting Phil have that niche, right? I got a whole bunch of iron concentrate, and why am I not turning that into bars? Probably because I don't need 400 more iron bars. But yeah, and I do need to buy food soon as well. What do I need right now? Carbs and fat. Oh, hello, meat pie. Come on down. You're the next intestine on. Fill up my belly. All right, going on a trip. Taking a trip. Selling trip. Roadkill. Sell my roadkill. Help out the butchers whenever we can. Right? Do the butchers a solid. Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of new builds since last stream, but last stream was like not that long ago because it was Tuesday evening. It was an evening stream. You want sand too? All right, I'll go see you then. Sorry, Punch. Because I'll be honest, I've sold to Punch way more than I've sold to you this run because Punch is way closer, right? But to try to even it out a bit, I will sell to you this time, and then we will go that way to get to Simon's place. And go in the designated parking spot. Oh, I should probably talk about my sign. You know what? I don't even care about the sign. Somebody stole my sign. We have a troll, but we already knew we had a troll this server because they've been dropping trash all over the place, right? But basically, I bought a sign. Well, it was mortared stone, but a sign like this, and it just said, you know, Luch Mart this way, and it wasn't on my claim, and somebody took it like within hours of me dropping it. I mean, I don't care. It cost me like 10 loonies. Oh, wait. Who wants hair carcass? What's the closest one? 500 meters south. 300 meters north. Oh, 100 meters north. All right, so Monkey's getting it. Yes, Punch? They're queued, man. If you're watching the stream, right here, rivets, queued. I can push them up if you want. Katie says, I'd have more of the castle done, but I stopped to help mine out iron. I also don't want to finish because I don't feel like playing at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. Whenever you get it done. No, I don't want to buy clay. I'm selling hair carcasses. I'm here to sell hair carcasses, not buy clay. I can see from your park here. Oh, okay. Well, luckily we're going back that way anyway. Look up. Look way up. Oh, yep. Yeah, definitely an updated build. I'm just gonna slash fly. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is Damo's signature. This thing is called a Damo-kun, which is why Damo's name is Damo. And I was gonna say, has he built one on every server? I feel like he's built one on every server, close to it, right? If not every server, then close to every server. I mean, Punch, I have like 1,500 iron bars for sale, so I'm not sure why you're asking for those. Go buy them, man. All right, sorry, I have 1,100 iron bars, and Thorgrim has 1,000, and Phil has 1,000. I think we're good on iron bars, Punch. We're very good at iron bars. You're changing plans. You don't want to dig out 3 stockpiles. Nice. Do you have a steel pick? I don't think it's that bad if you have a steel pick, is it? Or maybe it is. Two swings still, even with steel. Yeah, that's annoying. Obviously, the rest of the house is still a work in progress. Yeah, skid steers will be out on Sunday. All right, let's go sell Simon some clay. Yeah, speaking of Simon, and he appears. Go sell Simon a little bit of clay and buy a bunch more copper ore from him. And then we will make a delivery to Punch because apparently he's too busy to go visit my store. Which we can do. New field. That field was definitely not there last time I was here. I forget this person's name. DM Frank. I don't think he's playing anymore. I haven't seen DM Frank lately. Sunday fun day. Indeed. All right. Play. Oh, I can do the research, Katie. It's not hard to set up the research. You can do that right now, actually. Kitty's on a break. Oh no, he doesn't have space. All right, so buy a bunch of copper. There we go. Just got to outsmart the game. Oh, you're almost out of copper, Simon. Just kidding. You have 14,000 still. No, all good. You're just you see, I was planning to buy copper anyway. That's why I went to you. So it's all good. Your Pepto Bismol roof. You got a pink roof. Good old Pepto Bismol. I need to work on this road, or somebody needs to work on this road. Because I take this road often enough that yeah, I'll be honest, I've been slacking on making roads just in general. This server, I've not done very many roads. I worked on the road towards Axel yesterday, and then I realized that I screwed up. I screwed up and made a. Oh, I'll go show. I'll go show everybody my mistake. Yeah, DM Frank went hard the first week and then vanished like the wind. All right, let's bring Punch some iron. Meep, 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 beep, beep. God, I wish these things had horns. It bugs me so much that these things don't have horns. Right? Like, it's the one stupid, inconsequential thing I wish they would spend dev time on. Right? Like, we don't have horns, but you can see yourself eating a fruit salad. Right? Like, give me horns. And I know truck horns. The people who make the truck horns are not the same people who make eating animations for salad. I'm aware. But still. All right, Iron Bar. Punch. If you need 2,000 iron bars or whatever, why are you only buying 210? All right, well, if you need more, I have more. All right, so let's go see my failure. Well, you're only buying 210. You didn't give a number. You just said you needed iron bars. I don't know why I said 2,000. That's on me. That was me. That was just me exaggerating crap. Neither one of us said a number. So yeah, so I have done a little work on this road. Wrong shop. Why do you have iron bars being bought at two different shops, Punch? I'm going to be honest. I hate when people have more than one store. It is, I know most people do it, but I don't understand. And I mean, if they're on different claims altogether, I understand. This story, you mean? There you go. I'll come back with more. All right, so let's go look at my road screw up. You are going to do the research? All right. I can never tell when you're joking, Katie. So just you gotta tell me these things. I can never tell when you're joking. I can tell when Calories joking because he said something. Um, Calories always joking is what I'm trying to say. So we go down the road, and here's the problem. So here's the road district that I made, and I think I started it here. I based it off of Goody's property, right? Because this is Goody's property line right here, right? We're technically in Goody Borough right now. So you come down, it makes sense, but then it just cuts right through Axel's property, right? Like this is Axel's. It's roads too, and it's also Axel W2F field, right? So yeah, I don't know, Axel. I mean, I'm not gonna rezone it now. Um, so yeah, so I guess we can just have a road out here. Um, I don't know. It's not a big deal, but it does bother me, especially since it's my mistake, right? That did it. I mean, I know why. Yes, I understand that, Zan. I guess I do understand that because I've had those same jobs before. Hey, Russ, where you have masonry and you have basic engineering. So as a mason, you're trying to make cement, which needs crushed limestone, and as a basic engineer, you're making roads, which uses any crushed stone, and you don't want your crushed limestone going into your roads, right? You want it going into cement. So yes, I agree. I agree in that case, it's definitely worthwhile. So yeah, so this road is ugly because I screwed up and put it right through Axel's property. Is the moral of that story? But we'll figure something out. But it's just and like I look, I've had separate shops before too. I'm not going to sit here and say I never have. Um, and but sometimes I don't. Sometimes it makes sense, and sometimes I'm just like, why, right? Like why? Anyway, it's just it annoys me when I go to a shop and I'm like, nope, this isn't the one. So then I go to the next one. It's like, nope, it's not this one either. Go over to the next one. Okay, there it is. There's the thing I want. And you could argue that maybe if I paid more attention, I'd know which shop it is. That's definitely possible. What's that punch? And I realize full well I'm in the minority on this one. I don't understand how having a long list is any better than having separate shops or any worse than having separate shops. I mean, you're still scrolling through the same amount of lists. The shop will have 2 FPS. It will lag out. Oh, maybe. It's not something I've ever seen, but you could very well be right on that note. I don't know. You see the shop list stutter. Yeah, and again, it's not something I've witnessed, but it could. It certainly could. All right. All right, so we got a couple people have, although, do I really need charcoal right now? I feel like I should leave the charcoal for the oil drillers, right? Because the oil drillers need it more than I do. But at the same time, I just like, especially with advanced smelting, because steel takes so long to make. I love being able to just fire it up and forget it. All right, I'll put the rivets to the front since Punch said you need the rivets. Right, you just load it up with charcoal and you don't have to worry about it. You can queue up a ton of stuff and walk away. You can't really do that with coal, right? So steam engine still has lots. Okay, it's just this one that's burning through it fast. This one's not, right? Because this one's just making iron and copper. And if you're wondering why don't I make steel at this one as well, and I could, but I have the smelting upgrade in this one and the advanced smelting upgrade in this one. And yeah, it's only 5% difference. You did not have charcoal. Or wait. Oh, you don't take it for granted? Yeah, well, you've been behind the whole time, I think, Zan. Oh yeah, you are. Don't take it for granted. Oh, now that oil drilling just came out 40 minutes ago. Your charcoal is going to sell. Believe me. I figured you were behind. It's fine, Zan. It happens. And I mean, there's going to be a delay anyway. Slight chat delay, right? It happens. You need to work on your driveway, man. There's a stockpile in your driveway. Yes, charcoal. You know what? I'm going to leave it for them. Or like, unless you're in a situation where you like need money, in which case I can come buy your charcoal. But if anybody's planning to oil drill and they've never oil drilled before, the reason charcoal is so good is because oil drilling is the type of thing where you want to go out to your oil field and queue up hours and hours worth of stuff, right? And you can't do that if you only have coal in your stuff. Yeah, I fell off this once too. I was not watching where I was going. I fell down over here. Not all the way down there. I fell down right here one day. I looked up. I was driving and I like looked at my second screen, or I looked at my phone. I think it was probably my phone. Next thing I know, my truck was like this, face down in this giant redwood. I drove right off like this. I went. That's an exact recreation, including the sound effects. That's the sound my truck actually made. Just kidding. All right, so how is the oil platform coming, Calorie? Or is it coming, or the oil platform, the Meteor Destruction Viewing Platform, TM, the MDVP, or we can just call it the MVP, the Meteor Viewing Platform. As a sports fan, MVP just rolls off the tongue, right? Yeah, I love how the little yellow strip on my water bottle, like the green screen, the chroma key's trying to green screen it. Look at that. You can see the eco in it. Ha, that's cool. Is it worth me going to look at right now? I guess so. Let's go look at it. Go shake a look. I couldn't decide whether to say check it out or take a look, so I said shake a look. Let's take a look, shall we? 48 claims. Oh yeah, I owe you claim papers for that. Give land claim paper 48. Are you in game right now? Yes. Are you out there? Where are you? Anyway, I'll meet you out there. I'm going to it. Just check it out. I'll meet you out there. I'll give you the land claim papers. So, cavalry, you're lost in the forest somewhere. Follow the sound of my voice. Cavalry volunteered to build the meteor viewing platform, and we were considering just doing a district for it. And I was like, you know what? It'd be easier for Cavalry to just claim it, and I'll pay him back the claim papers. So that's what's happening here. That's why I just gave myself 48 claim papers. There's nothing nefarious happening. Skoll has already called building the MVP, meteor viewing platform, for server 13 when the time comes. Although, we are considering letting the meteor hit and then starting on like server 13, right? In which case, there'd be no meteor viewing platform. Although, here's what I think would be cool to do. Either let the meteor hit like the day before the server starts, and then we do the server as per normal, except there's craters everywhere. Right? I don't think we'll be on 10. I don't think 10's gonna be ready till like April of next year, honestly. knowing these developers. So let it hit, and then we live in a crater world. The pollution will be gone. The pollution will be or we could play for like 4 days, and then let the meteor hit, and try to have to deal with it wrecking our stuff. Like, those are actually very different experiences, and I'd be okay with either. But what we could do is we could also spawn in a second meteor, right? So we could get our revenge. Just a thought. Oh, wow. Yeah, you did do, you've made good progress, Cal. Nice. Parking area is done. I do not want to be one of these people who takes up 2 parking spots. Mechanic is needed at the library, folks. Mechanic labor is needed. It's a bunch of steel, right, Kitty, I think? Well, amongst other things, but I'm pretty sure it's a ton of steel for that one, if I remember correctly. So, Calories building an airship. Yeah, and I guess you're also probably doing cutting edge cooking, I assume now. Looks good so far, Cal. Yeah, it's gonna be a big airship. Like a big, like, Final Fantasy type airship. Yeah, guardrails in the parking would be good. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's definitely. How deep is the water here? Oh, it's not very deep. I mean, I'd still rather not drive off the edge, but the water's not super deep. Oh, there you are. And can I get out of the water? Yes. And okay, so 50. Okay, no. 48. Oh, I'm gonna get taxed. I got taxed for polluting. You're gonna go with wings instead of blimp because of the view of the meteor. That makes sense. That makes sense. My only concern would be is we have to get power up there. So you might have to do like you might have to make a little platform halfway up for a power pole, right? Would be my only concern. You know what I mean? But other than that, yeah. I mean, we don't even have power yet. You'll okay. No, I mean I trust you. I'm just thinking out loud here. Thinking of potential roadblocks. I had to do it. I had to do it. It was just a gentle nudge, right? Just a nudge. Just kind of nudged him into the water there. Oh, ah. While I'm here, I want to buy your charcoal so bad. That was a jerk move, Simon. You're right. Did someone harvest the taro but not replant it? Maybe. Not me. I can say that. Um, how much gold ore does a server need? I mean, electronics needs a fair amount. I don't know, Simon. Was there earlier today and you haven't seen me? Oh, is our trash bandit added again? Do you not have a truck yet, Russ? Hey, Elcirk. I don't know, a few thousand probably, Simon. You definitely don't need 14K. Definitely not that much. Nice to see you in the stream, Elcirk. I'm assuming you're busy at work or whatnot. Don't mind me. I'm just Thorgrim. I'm just enjoying the happy face. They took almost all of your taro farm. Now I'm like, well, who has taro for sale? It was blacking out. Do you need money for a steam truck? I can buy you a steam truck. Blacking out's the only one with taro root. I'm not saying it was blacking out. I guess I kind of am. I'm assuming blacking out has his own field. I don't know. Pretty sure he does. Of course, they didn't necessarily. They could have just sold it to somebody with a buy order, right? Blacking out's going to wake up and be like, "What? Why am I getting accused of stealing people's taro root?" Yeah, no, I don't think he would have done it. And like, if he had, I'm sure he would have replanted. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't take it and not replant. Yeah. So yeah, I had a little sign. I had a little sign right here. Said Luch Mart this way. Somebody took it. I, I don't know. I don't know why. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna go make another one. Yeah, if you really care about stuff, make sure it's claimed, I guess. And if anybody witnesses sketchy behavior, send me a DM in Discord. I'll do my best to investigate. Although, Kitty, didn't you say you witnessed somebody littering at one point? I think I remember who you said it was, but I'm not sure. Well, we'll talk about it later. We don't need to talk about that now. We'll talk about that later. And large standing mortared sign. See how long it goes before it gets stolen this time. Yes, trying. Oh no, I agree 100%. Trying to claim all farmland is pretty much impossible. The amount that you need, unless you buy. Ooh, does the government even still have land claims in stock? Uh, yes. If anybody needs money, you can sell your excess land claim papers to the government. If anybody wants more land, you can buy land claim papers from the government. In case anybody wasn't aware of that server feature. It's like stealing street signs as a kid. I did some things as a kid that, were crimes. Not going to sit here and say I didn't, but I don't think I ever stole a street sign. But then again, like the number of people I know whose last name was also a street in town, those street signs always got stolen, right? But my last name is very obscure, and there's definitely not a street name. And I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. It's not like I was a hardened criminal. That's a kid or anything. But I wasn't an angel either, right? But stealing street signs is not one thing that's not something I did. But like I said, it's not like I mean I know people who did. I know people who did a crime. All right. I am all sold out of iron pipes, I believe we saw at one point there. Yes. So let's get those back in stock. Maybe a hundo here. Well, all that iron I had, it is slowly getting used up. Did I actually queue up any iron? No, let's queue up just a couple hundred here. Or did it already get made? I forget. My memory's going, folks. I don't have a lot of non-meat food. I guess I got a bunch of fruit salads. What was I going to say? I forget. What I was going to say. What was I talking about? Food. Is anybody an advanced cook or an advanced baker yet? Yes, we have El Tozo is an advanced cook. Does El Tozo have anything yummy for sale yet? No? Question mark? No. Ooh, I don't like clam chowders. I wish I did. Because he has like 177 clam chowders for sale. You'll be advanced baking tonight? Nice. Nice. That'd be good to see. I will definitely stop in your shop and fill up on some yummy, yummy advanced baking. I said that really creepily, didn't I? Yummy, yummy. I was also like rubbing my belly, which you can't see. But go Chiefs. Go Chiefs, go. They play the Jets on Sunday night. The Jets are stinky. I probably just jinxed the Chiefs, didn't I? By calling the Jets stinky. All right, so did I already crush up all that copper? I sure did. Yeah, I thought so. Even I knew that it was not the play. Yes, Casey can be real upset if they lose the Jets. Well, they should be because they shouldn't lose the Jets. Somebody just buy a bunch of copper from me? Like I had. I thought this is the same amount of copper I had, but I bought that copper ore from Simon and it's gone. But I don't have more. Somebody probably bought copper off me. Well, I guess I must have made it because I made wet tailings, right? You only get the wet tailings from copper. Right now, iron makes dry tailings. Or sorry, just tailings, I guess. So Axel must have. Oh, they're talking about axles right now. But they're talking about a different kind of axle. They're talking about iron axles for research. Let's take these tailings to Axel. Axel's like, yay, more tailings for me to deal with. But it's also money. It's also money in your bank account. And I'll probably buy some crushed limestone when I'm there, if he has any. Which I think he does. Yay. Axel, I think, is having regrets about getting into the tailings business. I got that sense, Axel, that you were kind of having regrets. And I get it. I get it. I understand. Like, would it make you depressed if I told you I still had like 10 stockpiles full of tailings in my basement or in my mine that I could bring you if you wanted them and had space? That would probably depress you, right? You got behind the past few days, so you're scrambling some. Yeah. I brought you a lot. Like yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before, or a little bit of both. And I'm sure Phil did. I'm sure Thorgrim did, right? It wasn't just me. I am gonna buy. Ooh, you have concentrate. Maybe I'll come back for the concentrate when you have a little more. Do I have room for this? If I have room, I don't think I do though. Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah, Thorgrim has a 10 stockpiles himself as well. And if he ever logs back in, Phantom has a bunch down in his mine. So just think, as many as you have, Axel, there's still like at least 25, if not 30 stockpiles full of tailings in people's mines right now. I don't think I have 10. I think I have like 8. I think I have like 7 or 8-ish. Somewhere in that range anyway. Did you need sorry about that. That sneeze came absolutely out of nowhere. And I knew I would have to blow my nose, so it was one of those sneezes. Shook things up in there. Yeah. Tailings, stockpiles. I was talking about. Sorry, Punch. That's on me. I should have known you were trying to go. So tailings pollute, right? The further you bury them below ground, the less they pollute. So like, I think I can't remember the exact math, but it's like for every 5 they're below the surface, they pollute half as much. So if they're 5 below the surface, they pollute half as much. If you go down another 5, it's 25%. You go down another 5, it's 12.5%, 6%, 3%, 1.5%, less than 1%. So the farther you go down, the less they pollute. So I have mine stored here at this level, which is definitely below the surface. So there shouldn't be a whole lot of ground pollution, and it's ground pollution. So you can see a little bit of ground pollution, right? Which I'm assuming is from my tailings, but it might also be on bedrock. They'd pollute like almost nothing. I think this is from me. It could be from something that that Skull is doing, but it's probably from me. Well, I don't know. Skull might have anyway. Without knowing what Skull has there. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I probably have close to 10 down here. They're a byproduct of making concentrate. One of the steps it's a step a miner takes. So in order to make bars, iron bars, copper bars, whatever, you got to crush the iron or copper or whatever, and then concentrate the iron, and you turn the concentrate into the bars. But the concentrate step makes tailings. So you got to store them somewhere. And the way the game is right now, like I said, you can just store them in your mine. And like Calorie said, you don't even need to put them in stockpiles technically. I just do because I'm, I don't know, because I do. But Axel is all the way down at Bedrock, so he's trying to store them. So he buys them for a negative amount. So basically, I pay Axel to deal with my tailings because I don't want to deal with them. Basically, right, is what's going on, and he's burying them at a level that it shouldn't pollute. Like, let's check the pollution in Axel's place. He probably has some at the surface right now as well. Like, yeah, you can see some ground pollution, but he's been working them down, right? Like, he's had to store them not necessarily at Bedrock while he digs out at Bedrock to make space for them, basically, is what's going on there. And the reason why there's wet tailings and just tailings is because there's different machines. So I can show that here too. You've never taken mining? Or you took mining just now? Yeah. But I mean, if you're just taking mining so you can mine more efficiently, you don't need to know all this, right? So yeah, so you crush, right? So you crush copper, you crush iron, right? So you just get crushed. And then you take the crushed and you concentrate it. So copper concentrate, gold concentrate, iron concentrate. So you can see the byproduct of wet tailings here, right? And then this machine, it only does iron, but it does it more efficiently. So you want to use this one if you can, but it makes, because it's dry iron, it makes tailings instead of wet tailings. Wet tailings way more, and I think they may pollute more. That tracks. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can't say for sure that that's the case, Axel, but that would make sense. That tracks. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what tailings are. They're annoying is what they are. But if you store them at the surface, they will pollute. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, the whole pollution system needs to be rebalanced. Like yeah, my river's all red and pink or whatever, or orange or brown, whatever color you want it, and like all my grass is dying and stuff. But unless a farmer had a tomato field like right there, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Although, and have they made pollution matter more in update 10? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't I read on those playtest servers that like the water level rose like significantly and stuff? 96 simmered meat and 96 of either fruit, any combination of fruit and basic salads are needed for research. That's a lot of food. Oh, that's for cutting edge cooking? Yeah. There's part of me that's like, oh wow, that's a lot of food, don't even bother. But no, let's bother. Let's bother. All right. It rose because people were not caring. I feel like, yeah. I mean, I wasn't there. I didn't play. So I'm, just going off of hearsay and just a sense of what I saw and read or whatever, right? But I remember Philosopher King posting screenshots of him in the world with the water level like rose way up. But like, I feel like even if we didn't care, we couldn't make the water level rise. But maybe it's because we just don't have enough people for the map size we have. Like, I like an open map that has lots of space, right? It's nothing compared to what we needed for the other research. Yeah, true. I'm just thinking of it as in a total selfish way of looking at it because I'm about to go buy food, right? And I'm like, oh no, that's going to hurt the selection of food. Yeah, because the map size, they had a lot of people like crammed into a small map, right? And they, I'm going to go buy more coal. Yeah, they had a lot of people crammed in a small map. And that's why the food issue happened too, right? There are people on those servers that try to pollute as much as possible. And look, I'm not going to say that's an invalid way to play the game. If that's the way you want to play, you can. I've had those people on my servers in the past. None of them are really here right now. It's not an indictment on how those people are as a person or anything, but I feel like that attitude doesn't really jive with the general mindset on my servers, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, why don't you talk with your hands more, Luch? Everybody will definitely know what you mean if you talk with your hands. Yeah, shout out again to Chris Tonkamp, and it's Chris Tonkamp and the person, I forget the name already. 400 HP's 4 green is Chris Tonkamp's friend, and they're helping. Chris Tonkamp's gone for 8 days, and 400 HPS is trying to fill the void. Keep me supplied with limestone and coal. Yes, punch goes hard. I knew what you meant. Not that punch is an intentional polluter, but that punch goes hard. Punch plays hard, right? And not that punch is the only one of my servers who plays hard, but punch probably plays harder than most, right? Althoso says simmered meat could be hard because you've never seen prepared meat on the market. Well, that's going to be a problem then. Yeah, there's not much prepared meat on the market. If there's any butchers watching, we need more prepared meat. If you can. If you please. I guess I can make more quick lime as well. Actually, you know what? Let's go 300. There we go. And let's pound some fruit salads. But like I'm polluting here, like this is from my smelting setup, right? It pollutes way worse than my tailings do, right? Who's the worst polluter? Am I the worst polluter? Thorgrim's got some. Punch has got some. Ooh, what is going on here? Is this just from the cement kilns? Must be. Okay, so it's either from the cement kilns or somebody who's like burying tailings under the road. Man, are you the only one making cement? Apparently. I mean, I know cement kilns are bad. Yeah, Xander's been going hard in concrete. Okay. Oh, they got, how are they doing over here? Oh, they got a little ground, a little air pollution there. Oil is bad. No air pollution at all, though. Yeah, but I guess that's what it does, right? But no, but there's a part of me that's like, oh, somebody's coming to visit me here. Hey, Rico, what do you got for me? Iron concentrate, nice. Um, Part of me is scared that somebody's burying tailings under the road there or something. I believe the people that say it's the kilns, but I just have to go look for my own peace of mind. And if it wasn't for, litter bugs and sign stealers and I know people have said that they were doing their build and they went a little bit off their claim, and then that piece of their build that was a little bit off their claim, somebody took it. So somebody has sticky fingers. It's not just my sign. And it's not necessarily the same person that's littering, but I feel like it is probably, right? So you must have made a ton of cement lately, right, Zan? Could I even get under here? There's a tunnel. Dirt. Spot here. I can go in the secret side. Oh, I didn't know there was a secret side. Oh, we're into stone now. I don't think we're going to find any tailings under here. Yeah, just the cement kilns, folks. And yes, this is what the dev tool can do. Under the crooked road. Okay, I'm curious now. I'm not sure what you mean by crooked road. Let me up. Good road. Right over here? Right here, you mean? No. By Damos Tower. Go down. Like down here? Oh, yeah, there's a big tunnel here. I just want to see the tunnel at this point. Oh, look at all this. Yeah, man, cement kilns are bad. Bad pollutants. The not so secret tunnel. Holy crap, how far does this go? I was gonna say, is this basalt? But it's shale. Okay, where are we now? Okay. That is insane. All right. Oh, it's almost oil fields. Okay. Yeah, and this is big too. Yeah, this is pretty similar size to Phantoms, I think. I would say. I mean, not that it's not a secret tunnel length contest, but they are both pretty insane. People like digging. Okay. Well then. Wells has a secret giant underground tunnel that I don't know about. Man. Exhibit, if you're in stream, you can just click on the thing he said and it'll give you chords. Or if you mouse it over, I guess. Oh, no mind, you can't. I thought you could. I mean, you can mouse over the player and click on the chords and see them on the map. Axel just has a hole. Where did I leave my truck this time? Is this my truck? Yes. Success. Found my truck. Yeah, anytime you want to know where somebody is, just mouse over their name. If they're logged in, it'll say logged in, located that, and you just click that, and it'll show you on the map. Another pro tip. Axel got that cake. Some junk in the trunk. Wait. See, I shouldn't say things like junk in the trunk. This is why I got called a boomer yesterday, which I did not like, by the way. I am I'm barely even Gen X. I'm almost a millennial, and I got called a boomer. Did not like that. No, I did not. That's fine. I'm not too upset. Is my sign gone yet? Okay, nobody stole my sign yet. Ooh. Thought my sign was going to be gone. All right, let's see how my stock is doing. And do I need to queue anything up? Now I want cake. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I'm getting low on steel. I don't think I should be making corrugated stuff right now. Need more rivets, Punch? More rivets, more steel pipes? Like what's the priority right now? Because I can make whatever you need, Punch. Speaking of signs, can someone, maybe an advanced smelter, make some of the steel signs, or is that in a different machine? I will have to check. Yeah, there's not a lot of steel right now, and there's probably not going to be for a day or so, right? I think it's at the anvils, and I think I can make it. Signs me. Oh, they need steel plates though. All right, I'll have to get some steel plates for that. I'm assuming this is what you mean. Yeah, and I've been trying to make steel, so Punch can. All right, so what's the roadblock on steel? It's mostly just time at this point, right? You know what? I know it's 5% less efficient, but I'm gonna queue up another 200 over here just to get it out, right? Just to get some steel out there. And I mean 5%. Yeah, once the steel demand settles down a bit, I will I will make an effort to get those signs in stock for you and for anybody else who wants one. Oh, Punch has been to my store many, many times. No, he doesn't like it, but he does it when he needs to. Although, like I said, I will need to buy plates. Once Punch has enough plates that he can sell plates, because plates are used in other things, like MU3s need plates. So Punch eventually will be selling steel plates, I assume. Um, okay, people do have steel tools for sale, right? Yes. All right, so again, I don't need to stock steel tools, I don't think. What about steel pipes? Punch, are you there, Punch? Do you need steel pipes, or do you just need steel bars at this? I don't even know if Punch is listening at this point. You still remember your tiny building steel plate roni and cheese yet? Make nothing but plates. Oh, I understand. One steel bar takes need bars and rivets. All right, well, bars and rivets is what I have queued up, so that works. I will hold off on pipes for now until you need them. Because they're just used for a couple of things. Well, I guess valves, but valves aren't used in everything either. They're only used in a couple of things, right? Oh, just the advanced combustion engine, that's it? And that doesn't really come out till electronics, right? I don't really think you'll need those. Yeah, they're only used in excavators and skid steers. So you don't need valve jets. You probably don't need a lot of pipes. Because power storage silo also needs electronic stuff. Oh yeah, you don't need steel pipes for anything right now. All right, so mental note: don't make steel pipes until Sunday morning or Saturday night. Yeah, pipes is a waste right now. Pipes are a waste right now. Yeah, and they will sell on Sunday. They just probably won't really sell until Sunday, right? All right, so how's my storage looking here? What can I stock up on? Still have iron concentrate. I can get rid of some slag. How much? Maybe another load of copper might be a good idea. Yeah, let's go get another load of copper. I'm coming to get more copper from you, Simon. Bit by bit, I am gonna try to buy out your copper. Of course, you're probably digging it still faster than I can buy it, right? I mean, I'm making an assumption there. And maybe you're done digging it. I don't know. I miss my old neighbor, you Flash. Hasn't been on. It was the last time Ultimate Flash was on. Almost exactly a week ago. We miss you, Ultimate Flash. Oh, you have stockpiles that can't even reach the shop. Awesome. You're now digging gold. Yeah, we will need gold for Sunday as well. Not nearly as much as you need way more copper than gold, but you do need gold. Just for the mostly for the gold flakes and some gold wiring for all the electronic stuff. Yeah, you can notice like it's noticeable how much slower you drive on this compared to the road, right? Like maybe I should stop talking about it and just actually put some roads down here. Be a part of the solution, not the problem, Luch. Look at all the copper everywhere. Just copper for days. Oh, we got you. We got it under 14,000, Simon. Well, like Simon said, he has multiple stockpiles that don't even reach the store full of copper. Be the change you want to see. Yep. Exactly. Well, the question then is, I guess, does anybody have any roads for sale? Oh, and there's another reason to widen this road as well. Yeah, you you might be right, Zan. At this point, it might be faster to go on the asphalt. But I feel like, people put a lot of effort into making this tunnel. I feel like I should use it. I contributed nothing to this tunnel. Zero. It was not me at all. I can take no credit for this tunnel. All right, sorry. I should not be checking my phone midstream. But I was. Looks like my mother's having surgery in 2 weeks on her hip, and she needs to social distance for these 2 weeks. All right, then. Yes, that would be my plan. I'm going to go start on it now. Or do we want, what's more important, widening it or making it? Let's make it asphalt first, and then we'll widen it later. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's stolen this bridge, Zan. Oh, I probably shouldn't. You know what? Claim the bridge. I don't want it to disappear. Yeah, exactly, Zan. At least a strip of 3 asphalt so you can drive on. Right? We don't need anything too crazy just yet, but something. All right. You don't have any copper queued. Yeah, I guess I should talk a bit about my mother. When I mentioned her health, she had health issues. She she needs surgery on her hip, and this is something that's been known for a while. So she's had appointments, with specialists and whatnot. Kidney needs advanced smelting labor. So she has that going on, but she had a stroke in her eye, which is a thing apparently that can happen. So she lost vision for a bit, so she couldn't drive anywhere. So she had appointments for the hip, she had appointments for the eye. Anyway, she wasn't allowed to drive. She has surgery. She also has surgery. She has to have surgery on her neck. There's a blockage somewhere in her neck. That's what caused the stroke, the eye stroke. So anyway, Mom has lots of stuff going on. Oh, Punch doesn't even have any roads. Who does? Xander has roads. You know what I should do? I should go take my any sand or crushed slag I have, so that more roads get made. Right? That would make sense. So lots of fun stuff with Mom right now. But hopefully these surgeries help, right? Not a young woman anymore, so it's a little scary. You dug most of the tunnel out? Yeah, we're getting there. We're working on it as a team. Do I have any sand right now? No. Oh, I do. It's not much, but something. All right, so let's go see Zan. Should I let's buy a little food too. I haven't feel like I haven't bought from a little bit lately. So let's stop at a little bit store here and see what she has for sale. Then maybe we'll pop in at Kitty's Bakery, see if she has any baked goods. And we'll go from there. Kitty says, if anybody's helping with research, I post this message in the Eco channel on Discord. Oh, papooses are good. And vegetable soup is good. Not 20, just 10. Buy all the simmered, all the simmered meat. 2 fruit salads, sure. That was $100 quickly. Papooses are pretty expensive. If nobody else does the advanced smelting labor, I will come do it. You're out of stock? Probably. Okay. I'll pop in and see on my way by, but I have low expectations. Yeah, sometimes you get busy with other things, right? It happens. Either with other things outside of Eco or even things inside Eco sometimes. Oh yeah, you were almost completely sold out. I'll buy a few baked beets because my character thinks they're delicious. And that's not the door. There's the door. I'm so smart. I can find doors. I can totally find doors whenever I want to. Oh, Simon says he's buying roads too. All right, so sand, crushed, and let's buy 150 roads. Or 120 roads. Oh, you are out of stock of roads. All right, you start from that end, Simon. I'll start at the other end. We'll meet in the middle. I'm just doing a 3 wide road right now. Probably not even going to put lines on it. Just going to do just a straight 3 asphalt. Or 4, is that tunnel 3 wide or 4 wide? Whatever wide the tunnel is, I'm just going to asphalt it. Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Both ways before you cross the street, kids. Yeah, I got more steel coming punch, so hopefully can keep you somewhat stocked to some degree at least. I should probably also fix this road at some point. When this road, but at least there's like stone road for a lot of this, right? It's 4 wide. All right. Well, I'm gonna do. Um, I'm gonna do it all in asphalt. But you could definitely get away with just doing 3 wide if you wanted to. But any stone that I dig up here. Oh, the road isn't even. It's only 3 wide here at the mouth, at the lip. Yeah, I'm gonna crush this up and I'll bring it to one of the road builders. I'll probably bring it to Puncher one since I've been bringing everything to Zan so far today. I try to spread it around. Sometimes I don't. I try to spread stuff around, but sometimes I forget and just keep going to the same person. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just take it to the closest person, right? It's not an excuse. It's just what it is. Again, not excusing it, but all right, only 2 swings for basalt now. That's a step in the right direction, right? Yeah, no, it's 4 now. It's just the very, very, like this ramp's only 3. I'll deal with the ramp later, though. We'll deal with the ramp in due time. Oh, oh, my whatchamacallit hands. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you gotta log out to like fix it. I get it. I get your slag and sands as you craft at night. I drive, do a lot of pickups. Yeah. All right, so I'm still gonna do 4 wide. I will expand the ramp later, of course. Now let's just get this done. One thing at a time, right? This is good. I haven't done much road work this server, and I probably should. It's just a nice thing to kill time, right? If you're like waiting, if you're looking for something to do and make a little money, you're waiting for something to craft up, because you get paid a little bit, and you're doing something that helps not only yourself but other people. And it's just, I don't know. One of my favorite parts of eco is seeing the world change over time, right? All the terraforming and like tech level rising and all the roads and infrastructure and bridges and tunnels and everything. I don't know. I just love the impact that we have on the world. I love seeing that. It's probably my favorite part of this game. That and just hanging out and watch and looking at all your cool builds that everybody makes. Um, yeah. Anyway, getting real philosophical here. Not sure why exactly, but yeah, sweeping hands is not really working right now. I also don't really want to log out midstream, but I might have to. And if you're trying to get by Russ, let me know. And I will get some roads down. How much space do I have? All right, time to start putting some roads down. Helps if you have the hammer in your hand, Luch. Do I want to do... Yeah, let's do... I'm going to do edges. I think. Russ is like, heck yeah, somebody's making road to my place. Let me help. You're good for now? Okay. All right, so if I come down a little bit, I'd like to get in a position where people can go by me if they need to, right? I don't think it's not wide enough. Well, then if I could actually get snug with the wall, maybe people can get by me there. Yeah, well, whatever. If they can't, they can. If they can, great. Right? But yeah, sweeping hands doesn't always work. Like, okay, so in theory, if I pick up this, it should pick up everything. Okay. Why didn't it pick up this one? Right? It just doesn't work sometimes. It makes me think maybe I'm going to take Lucky Break next time I'm a miner. Because it's just, if I log out and back in, it'll probably start working. But that's annoying. I shouldn't have to do that, right? Like, I shouldn't have to log out back in. I've only been logged in for 2 hours, right? Like, I shouldn't have to do this. And does anybody else find if you have been logged in for a long time, it takes forever to actually log you out? Is it just me, or does that happen to everybody? Because it's kind of annoying. Um, if you want, you can. I just want to at least get. Okay, it takes a while. Okay, not just me then. So I'm going to take a quick AFK while this tries to figure out what the heck it's doing. It's funny, like my display shows that Eco's closed, but it's still on my actual monitor. It's still there, right? Like that's anyway. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. And Eco finally closed. And for some reason, it just opened in my second monitor, not my real monitor. I don't know why. Also, just want to briefly mention next episode. Why? What was that flash? The next episode of Mega Games Tycoon 2 is ready to go. I'm going to upload, or I'm going to put it live as soon as the stream ends. I had a big debacle this morning. Debacle is the only really word for it. Basically, Spellcast University, I record them in the evening, upload them, and then I make them go live the next day around the same time. Mega Games Tycoon 2, I recorded in the morning. I usually put it go live as soon as it's uploaded and processed and all that. When I uploaded Spellcaster University last night, I uploaded, instead of episode 18, I uploaded episode 17 a second time. So people were like, Luch, this is the wrong episode. Like Axel said something. Thanks, Axel. So I had to re-upload it. And then by the time I got this uploaded, it wasn't ready before the stream started. So I was like, well, I don't want to make it go live while I'm streaming. Anyway, so that'll go live. I'll put that live as soon as the stream ends. But I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can believe it, but it wasn't good. So yeah, just people were like, Luch, this is episode 17 again. Yeah, thanks, Axel, for pointing that out to me. I was recording Mega Games Tycoon 2 and I checked Discord, the patron channel. Axel's like, that's the wrong episode, Luch. It's like, oh, it is too, isn't it? I usually watch the first couple minutes at least to make sure there's no audio issues. And I didn't. I didn't last night. In my defense, I was rushing through the upload process because I wanted to get into Eco because I knew we needed to get iron and steel and stuff. That's my excuse anyway. But for now, even though the tunnel is wider, I am just going to do, I think, I'm just going to do 5 wide for the road, or 4 wide for now. Just enough to, get through. Once we get the tunnel, well, it's 6 wide now. Yeah. Oh, and the other question is this even the edge? So yeah, like this is in the middle of the road district, or this is the edge of the road district. No, wait, this is 2? That's not, I think, right? So this is the edge of the road district, and this is, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, well, no, I'll just go 4 wide for now. Do you need through, Russ? I can letch through here. Just give me a sec to get this cleaned up. Grab some roads. Oh, not mean to do that. What's up, Punch? Saw blades. Yeah, give me a sec, Punch. Well, how many are you making? I've made like 60 saw blades already. How many do you need? You need more? Punch? I mean, obviously you wouldn't ask, I guess, if you didn't need them. Yeah, I'll work on it. Just let me finish doing this first. So you know what? Now I'm doubting myself. Yeah, I mean, there's one advanced mason and nobody with composites. Who do you think's buying these 7 tables, Punch? There's literally one person that would buy tables right now. I feel like, Punch, you're scaling your operation based off of how many players we normally have. There's only 30 players on this server, right? You got to remember that. Or 35, whatever, active players. But I will queue up more saw blades. If that's more important than rivets or steel bars, then I can queue up saw blades. You know what? I am going to do this row as well. But maybe there's a bunch of people going in those. You said you got 5 requests on Whisper, so there you go. So once again, Luch is wrong again. I've been wrong a lot today. Does anybody in chat watch Survivor? Just out of curiosity, like, does anybody watch Survivor? Apparently not. Well, maybe. There is a delay. Oh, yes, but not recently. Well, the Survivor reference I want to make isn't recent, but it's also not a super well-known reference. I think it was season 30. There was a guy on that season that the edit was kind of mean to him. Like they showed a lot of his bad moments. You know what I mean? All right, so let's crush up this granite. Turn it into sand to help out. Or, well, would the crushed granite be better as sand or as crushed granite? Punch and Xandra, out of curiosity. Which would be better? So anyway, Survivor 30, I'm talking about Dan. There was a guy named Dan. Mike, the guy who actually won the season, they kind of went back and forth on him. But anyway, there was a guy named Dan. They made fun of him a lot. And there was a challenge where he was trying to solve a puzzle. And he kept being like, Jeff, like calling over Jeff Probst, Jeff, I've got it done. It's done. And Probst look at it and be like, no, that's wrong. And he call him over again. No, that's wrong. But it's kind of a well-known moment in Survivor where Jeff Probst goes, Dan is wrong again. Anyway, I just feel like Dan today. I'm just wrong again. I'm just constantly wrong today. I feel like poor Dan. And I think Survivor's just in my mind because the season premiere was on last night. And so I watched Survivor yesterday for the first time since the spring. All right, so. No, not iron saw blades. Steel saw blades. Wait, did I accidentally make iron saw blades earlier? I don't think so. I don't see any. Luch is wrong again. Leave me alone, Jeff Probst. Yeah, steel saw blades use a lot of steel. But yeah. People definitely are going to want their tables, right? So. And let's take some stone roads with me. I don't have many. I'll take what I have. It's a process, right? Little bit by little bit. Yeah, spoiler alert. If I ever do a video that says, folks, I have to take a little over a month off from content creation. I'm sorry. I can't say why, but just know that it's a big opportunity for me. If I ever make a video that says that, just assume it means I'm going to be on Survivor. Just throwing that out there. Although I haven't actually applied. But Canadians, it used to be just Americans, but Canadians can now be on Survivor. So I should probably apply. You were almost going to be on the Real World? Oh, that would have been cool. Which one? Like early days? Like when The Miz was on Real World and stuff? Yeah, I'd like to be on Survivor. I think that'd be cool. One of the very early seasons. Oh, wow. You were almost famous. Kinda. I say that. I can literally name one person that was on Real World, and it's The Miz. And And I only know him because he's a wrestler, not because of the real world. But yeah, Survivor's like the only reality show I really watch. I don't know. I don't know why I like Survivor so much, but I always have. You want to apply for the show alone? Is that one of those like real life survival type shows where, they're literally trying to survive, I assume? But again, that's me making an assumption. All right, so I am going to do more than 4 wide. By the way, I officially changed my mind. I officially changed my mind. Yeah, I know. I know a guy who, well, two guys that got really far in Amazing Race Canada. Like Canada has its own version of the Amazing Race. I know a guy who got really far, or two guys that got really far in the casting process for that, but they didn't actually make it, obviously. And I guess if I'm doing 5 wide for now, we can put some actual dashed roads in the middle, right? Oh, I just accidentally, I literally dug out the road underneath my wheel. There, for now. Obviously, it'll widen and then it won't make sense anymore. But until then, this is what it is. This is a full blown. You were there. Survive as long as you can alone. Yeah, that's not for me. I'm not a super outdoorsy person. I would literally die. Like, reality show contestant dies. That would be me. That would be Luch. For sure. All right, how many stone roads do I even have here? And I know it's weird to have a stone road sidewalk on one side but not the other, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Well, at the very least, I can get my truck off the road and out of the way now, which is a plus. Before I dig too hard, how many stone roads do I have left here? Oh, I got like 50. That's lots. 50 roads is lots. Stupid basalt. If I would have known there was basalt, I wouldn't have decided to do this. I'm mostly kidding, but God, basalt sucks. Hey, Venza, how you doing today? You ready to drill some oil? I assume. Ooh, although I was going to ask you, you said you were broke last night. If you need like a loan to help get you started in oil drilling, I can definitely spot you. Or that goes for anybody, not just Venza. If anybody needs a loan, an interest-free loan, I'm the man to talk to. Unless you're the person who stole my sign, in which case, screw you. You can be poor. What do I need to queue again? Oh, a composite bow? Doesn't a composite bow need fiberglass? I'm almost positive that there's no fiberglass out there yet. Yeah. And there's no nylon thread either. Composite bow won't be till Sunday because it needs because spin melter, which needs industrial or electrical stuff, circuits. And I'm assuming Exhibit's not watching, so Needs electronic stuff. Simon, you're out. You're out of materials. Okay. I guess I can put this one road down. That's fine, Simon. We'll do what we can. So yeah, sorry, hunters. No composite bow yet. Asphalt concrete, Simon, is what they're called. And I am almost out as well. All right, I got 15 left. So 3 arm loads, right? You'll get by. Oh, once you start selling oil stuff, you'll be fine. Is there any for sale? Oh, there is. Yeah, a few people got. And there's not a lot for sale, but there's some. All right, 1 arm load. Done. What do we want to eat? We're hungry right now, and we need carbs and protein. And 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do basalt. Yeah, I'll turn the granite into sand and just crush the basalt and sell that, right? That should give the road builders stuff to work with. Probably sell the skull, although I've been meaning to mention this to you, Skull. I don't know if you're aware. I was going to mention this to you like a week and a half ago. The price you're buying crushed at, nobody's going to sell to you. The other road builders are buying it for 4 times what you're buying it at. So if you're wondering why nobody sells you crushed, that's why. Not sure if you're aware. I'm not sure if you can even hear me, but I meant to tell you that like I said, like a week and a half ago. So that's my bad. All right, let's get these roads down. Get this crushed. Get it in the hands of the people who need it, aka the basic engineer, road builders, whatever you want to call them. Hey, it's a start. It's a start. Been crushing your own in the basement. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're minor. I think the other ones aren't minors, right? So they need to buy crushed. You're just doing it as if somebody's really just trying to get rid of crushed. Yeah, this is a fairly long time. Oh, and there's nice. That's basically the same as basalt for the purposes of needing to swing twice. But it's nice and wide now, at least. You know, 2 people can go by. All right, I'm gonna go like buy a truck and just give it to Russ because it literally makes me sad watching him drive that thing. I will have to expand this ramp, obviously. But that sounds like a future Luch problem, right? That's a problem. That's a problem for future Luch to worry about. Current Luch is meh. Yeah, whatever, right? It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Oh, I still have roads here as well. How many roads do I have there? Why didn't I take those roads with me? I don't I don't have the answers, folks. So yeah, we got some crushed slag. Do I not have any crushed space salt queued up? I thought I queued up some crushed space salt. Well, I can't queue anything up there. Let's just queue up what I can make for now. I don't want to use up my last slot, right, necessarily. Oh, they're crushing up copper still. All right, well, let's take what we have. And we'll give Axel some more tailings. I'm sure he'll be really excited about that. I think, do I need to queue up more sand? Did I go through all my sand? Oh, I did. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. And 100 sand here. Oh, oh yeah, add that copper as well. A lot going on. There's a lot going on here. I mean, they'll get to it. They'll get to it. It's fine. That was a near miss. I got space. My space isn't too tight right now. It's all good. I feel like I could probably go for another stamp mill right now, though. But that means I got to get another advanced upgrade, and it's like, is it really worth the effort? Because we're going to be getting jaw crushers in a couple days, few days, right? Really no. Yeah, no. I'm fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. 43 more. I mean, I could deliver some sand. Some extra sand. Right? That's probably a good play. It's a bait you had with yourself last night? Oh, the extra stamp mill? Yeah. Well, yeah, because I want to talk about let's just park right there. So people can get in. So I bought an extra whatchamacallit, extra screening machine last night because I guess I could just take the module out of here if I'm not actually going to be using this. Maybe I will buy an extra stamp mill. Because basically, typically when I mine iron, I go down, I mine up a load, I process it, but I go do something else while it's processing, right? I do something else in game, or I go do something else outside of eco. But last night when we needed iron really bad, I was just going to my mine, coming up with it, back to the mine, back and forth. And I realized that the stamp mill can crush iron way faster, or two stamp mills can crush iron way faster than a single screening machine can concentrate it. So I bought a second screening machine just to try to get iron bars out there faster, right? Because we were so hard up for iron bars. Anyway, now I feel like I don't really need it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I might get rid of it and replace it with a stamp mill, which is not at this store. Oh, it's $30. Yeah. I get a kick out of the $29.99 pricing. All right. Russ is AFK for a bit. Got to wash some dishes. Hey, they're not going to wash themselves, unfortunately. They should, but they're not. So Punch will have some roads coming as well now, or he should. He should. I assumed he just needed crushed and or sand. So I'm even gonna put it. I'm gonna put it back in the corner too. I'm literally gonna pick this up. Now I have it if I need it, right? But I don't think I'll need it. All right, just make sure it reaches both stockpiles. It does. Module in. All right, so what do we want to crush over here? Let's crush some granite. Let's crush. Well, that's really all I need. Basalt, but basalt's already being crushed. Maybe this will be my non-ore crusher, right? Got that bug in stones disappearing. Yeah, eco's gonna eco, unfortunately. Log him back in should fix it. That's why I logged out, because it was starting to get sketch. Oh, I forgot about that. Basalt takes way more calories for the labor for basalt. It's 300. Nice is 150. So you can make the argument that crushed basalt should be worth more than the other ones. You put up a sand order as well. Nice. They're probably either they're invisible or they're up on top of the mountain, right? If you're in a tunnel, usually they go up in that case. Welcome back, Venza. So I got crushed. Got no crushed I could use for roads here, but we're turning that into sand. Where's the crushed basalt going? I guess it hasn't started yet. Okay, yeah, it hasn't started crushing the basalt yet. It's coming. It's coming. And I mean, the roads aren't a big deal. Like, this is a personal project, right? Oh, why is there basalt and crushed and why is all this stuff over here? When it should be over here where it can get processed. They will also say the module doesn't particularly matter on the stamp mill. You don't need the module. It doesn't make it any more efficient material-wise. It just makes it faster. But I guess faster is nice, obviously. All right. Get this asphalt down. Then we will check on what crush we have. We will deliver that. And then we'll see where we're at. Plates are slow. Yeah, plates. I remember. I was industry 2 servers ago. You need to make a lot of plates. And yeah, they do not get made quickly. At all. At all. All right, don't take it for granted. There's some solid pawn store names this run. I do love a good pawn store name. Well, at least Sweeping Hands is actually working right now. That's always a plus. All right, I'm just going to do granite this time. You can come back for the basalt later. We'll leave the basalt for later. You did some fun stuff to your store too? Yeah, you did. Cement me? That's your store, right? I'm just going to leave that one alone. I'm not going to comment. Oh, Kitty's desperate. Okay, Kitty's in desperate need of granite. I'm judging it by the caps. Yeah, I can make sure you get some of this granite, Kitty. I have been crushing it to make into roads, but I can, and sand and stuff. Oh, you did something other than the name. Okay, well then I don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was just a fun name. Yeah, if everybody doesn't know, if you're doing the line, you can start here, even though it's full, it'll work. That's a fun tip. I should save these tips for my next 10 things. 10 things I wish I knew video, though. And we need some middle pieces. I just don't want to mine too much, right? So I only have so many roads here. Yeah, the alternating lines. You need more granite for your castle. All right, yeah, I will hook you up with some granite, kitty. Yeah, I only have 8 left. 8 little roads left. So, yeah, let's do some granite, I guess. Or some basalt. 4, 5. Folks will have to see if they notice. Well, I'll have to see if, yeah. I'll have to take a closer look 'cause I'm not sure what you're talking about. But you have piqued my curiosity. All right, and this should be it. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Perfect. That's all the roads I have left. Let's take this granite to Kitty. I'm assuming your store is at the castle, Kitty, or is it your main store? You know what? I could just probably Dark Val Castle Construction Store. That would be my guess. I'm going out on a limb, but that would be my guess. Probably I should have just checked. Yeah, I should have just checked. Oh, looking good, Simon. I do not see any invisible. Well, if they're also invisible to me, Simon, I don't see any either. Asphalt, so much faster. I don't know if I don't think I've used that road very many times this run. I haven't used this road, Lily. What kind of shape is this road in? Eh, good in spots. Not so good in other spots. That's probably the case for a lot of roads, though. Oh yeah, it gets extremely sketchy. There's a hole in the road and everything. Okay, yep. This is mental note. Don't take this road again. It's fraught with disaster. I mean, there's another way to get there. This isn't the only way to the castle. Oh, where's this bridge go? Oh, this is for somebody's oil setup. Whose oil setup is this? It's running already. El Tozo. El Tozo's oil company. What's up, man? What can I say? I love I love I love sludge. What's it called? It's not sludge. Pollutant, whatever it is. Ah, put it in my mouth. I love it. It's yummy. All right. Anyway, apparently you don't have any space, Kitty. Is that true, Thorgrim? Considering he's standing here with a truckload of granite, I'm inclined to believe him. I don't have as much. Maybe it'll take what I have. No. What if I was to buy the same amount of coal? Yay. Yes, I will be taking this road from now on. Oh, the stockpile wasn't connected. That will also do it. That will do it pretty much every time. Exhibit says he needs seeds. You want to talk to a farmer about seeds. Unless he's a, I don't think he's a farmer himself. We got all kinds of farmers. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, most of them are still active. Isn't Exhibit playing with Little Bit? Little Bit's a farmer talk to. Oh, I just realized Exhibit, Little Bit. They both have bit in their name. How do they not? Oh, I didn't see that before. Like, come on, Luch. This is like when I used to call back and forth Bachnoth because I didn't realize. Oh man, genius, genius right here. Luch is wrong again. Punch have any asphalt? He does. Yeah, no, I called him Bachnoth, and then I don't even know. Did I hear somebody else say it, or did I finally realize it one day? I don't even remember. Probably I didn't even. Anyway, yeah, let's build some more roads. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some more asphalt here, just so I have some stone roads for up up in the tunnel there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I parked in the perfect spot, even though it was pure coincidence. I probably need carbs right now, and I don't really have anything carb heavy on me, which is less than ideal. Calorie, if you can hear me, I think Exhibit is hoping to procure your services to make some seeds. Did I queue up those steel saw blades yet? I did, right? Did I? I did. Probably want more than that, though, right, Punch? Oh, we're full. Oh, I forgot I had a bunch of coal and stuff in here. Uh, let's just put these here for now. There. Grab some concrete. There we go. Now we got some space. So we go one in space, one in space, one in space. Then we switch to this, turn it back to line. And boom, like Xander said, much easier way to do that. And then let's pick this stuff up. Yeah, you don't want farmer, you want. I know it's dumb. Yeah, anyway. Exhibit obviously can't hear me, so that's fine. And I agree, though, having farmer be one thing and farming be a different thing. is dumb, especially for like whose English isn't their first language. Like, I understand why they would be kerfluffled by it. What? El Tozo's not farming. El Tozo does not have farming. Yeah, like mason and masonry. Oh, Punch is thanking El Tozo. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry. Punches and El Tozo comment threw me off. All right, so carbs, carbs, carbs. Mochi, mochi. Field campfire stew. Good. Carpenter and carpentry. Yeah, yeah. It's not just farming and farmer. You're right. I should probably not point out the one when there's like multiple examples. Yes, Punch. Have are the steel ABR going? I'm assuming you're asking me how the steel bars are going. I got two machines making steel bars constantly, but you also wanted rivets and you also wanted steel saw blades. That's the problem, Punch. If you keep asking for steel saw blades and rivets and stuff, it's hard to build up steel bars when you're asked when you want this other stuff that's also made of steel, right? Like I'll do what I can. Just you got to realize they can only do so much. 20 million steel bars. I don't know. 5,000. Trying to make roads here. 3K. Yep. Oh, I know. I've done industry before. You do. That is some bad driving right there, folks. That is some bad driving. Oh, yay, more basalt. Goody. And if you see these that are like red, you should still be able to pick them up. There's a law in place. Why would it do? Why would it even show red here? I mean, obviously there's somebody's property here, but I'm not on their property. It's part of the road. Anyway, there's a law that you can still pick them up, even if they show red. You should still be able to pick them up because there's a law. Like even if they were on somebody else's property, you should still be able to pick them up because we have a law that ignores it for rubble. Like I can't do that, right? But if I did one and it fell onto their property, like okay, let's use an example here, like this. So, yeah, I'm trying to like push it onto their property. Anyway, it's not working. But if that fell in here on their property, ordinarily you wouldn't be able to pick it up. But because of a law that I have on the server, you can pick it up. That's what I was trying to say. You had some showing red on your own property last night. That's eco, man, eco. Eco's gonna eco. I haven't seen them, but you think you play opposite times? Oh, see Goody? Yeah, I haven't seen Goody. Yeah, he's in Australia, so his play times are obviously different than people's, but no, I have not seen him on lately, unfortunately, because he makes good builds. He's like an old school Luch server guy. He's been around for a while and makes some really cool builds. But I'm pretty sure he's gone inactive. And that's not to say he might just be busy, right? 3 days. He could still pop back in on the weekend potentially, right? Like I'm not writing him off or anything, but yeah. I haven't seen him. Yeah, he makes cool stuff for sure. Yeah, I don't know why you'd get the red on your own property. Like, come on, Eco. Like, why? Just why? That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Oh, did I miss one? Why did it say only a 19? I did miss one. Tisk tisk. All right, so let's get. Oh, I hate it when you move your truck just by nudging it. Like, it's a truck. I shouldn't be able to move it by nudging it. And it's not consistent either. Like, anyway. Um, yeah, I can put you there. And a couple you there. Because now I'm like blocking the way if somebody like wanted to get through the tunnel. There, that's better. That's much better. And I probably can, probably don't need to be this far back. Probably roll up to here. There we go. How much more steel do you think you're going to need, Punch? I guess this is more the apt question. Like, at what point, like, you still need a lot of bars, or can I start turning bars into rivets and stuff? 3K is still a lot, though. Like, it doesn't take long. Plates are a steel hog for sure. No question about that in my mind. Oh, I just had some stones go invisible, I think. No, I got them. I got them. And a little copper. Copper in my pocket. Not that I need copper. What's up, Simon? Did they disappear on your screen? Because they did not disappear on my screen. Of course it does it normal. You're trying to show me something. It's not going to do it while you're trying to show me something. That would make too much sense. You can't have that. Yeah, it's eco, man. It's gonna. Oh, sorry, not trying to mine the stuff that's directly under your feet as a troll. Just mining it because I needed it. Oh yeah, it's only when you try to show me. Oh, and I believe you. I've had it happen to me enough times. I know what you're talking about. Like, all right, truck's full apparently. So we best get some roads down to free up some space. No, I believe you. You don't need to show me. I believe you. Oh, it's all there on my screen, I think. Comes and goes, man. Comes and goes. Like the wind. All right, I got a little bit of space in here. Dig up a little more. Not much more though. Gonna have to go drop some off. Or sizzle. But we're doing pretty good. We're like we haven't met yet, but we've made progress. This tunnel will be much more pleasant to drive through. Much more. Yeah, I was like, give me asphalt. I don't want the other one right now, game. Boom. And I think it's time to go unload some truck. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this so far, considering we also had to dig. And Russ helped with the widening, right? All right. Unloading we go. Yeah, this water bottle does not keep the water cold like my other one does. Probably, I don't know why I brought this one. Hey, my sign is nobody stole my sign yet. Oh, Katie, are you if you're there? Since I put that law in place, do you think the littering rate has gotten better or no? Out of curiosity. I still, I mean, I see the occasional bit of trash, but not too bad. So I'm wondering, or anybody else who like wanders, right? Mostly people who cut down trees probably are probably doing the most wandering. I see the occasional piece of trash, but it doesn't seem as bad. You haven't seen any since you put that in. You've only seen garbage that's been there for a while, nothing new. Good. That has helped. Yeah, I'll see the occasional block, but yeah, I haven't seen a bag of garbage lately. And maybe the main culprit isn't playing as anymore either, or they've learned their lesson. Either way, good. Does Altozo have any fancy cooking yet? He does. Spiky roll, Hasamaki, seeded camas roll. Um, yeah, so there's no sunflower seeds. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't understand why Exhibit's in such a panic. I thought he was working with a little bit. She's a farmer. And maybe she's just busy. Maybe she's too busy to log in, right? It's possible. Life happens. I'm just throwing it out there as a potential solution. She does have farming, so again, maybe she's busy. I don't know. I am not I don't know what little bit does in real life, so I can't comment on that. Sharp turn, sharp turn. Boiled sausages. All right, there is some more granite for Kitty. My next run of granite, I think I will crush. Try to get some more roads flowing. Did I unload everything else? I did, right? Yes, I just have roads. All right, back to the tunnel. Let's get these roads down. Maybe at that point we'll have met Simon. Boiled sausage. No, thank you. What's wrong with boiled sausage? Ooh, delicious. I like spiky rolls. Well, there's my carb source. That's a good thing to like. Like their calorie and nutrition per dollar on spiky rolls is one of the best items, usually anyway. Right? Because they're not super hard to make. And I think you get two for every like repetition, right? Or am I thinking of something else? It's been a hot minute since I was a cook. It's been, I mean, it was server six was the last time I was a cook. don't know, I might get back in the food business next server. Right? Like I've done hunting and butchery before, but the last time was server 4. I did that on server 1 and server 4. Yeah, let's buy a bunch of spiky rolls. And let's buy some fruit salads while I'm here. All right, to the tunnel. El Tozo is making boiled sausage at his oil spot because he forgot he needed power and a tier. I think he needed a tier 3 shop too, right? For that. So yeah, the pollution just adds flavor. Think of pollution as a seasoning, folks. It's just a seasoning. That's all it is. It's nothing to worry about. You're gonna do something similar. Oh, I almost rode off the road because I was looking at chat. Will you have competition next round? I was thinking maybe either the cook side of things or the butcher side of things. Because I kind of liked hunting and butchery, and I haven't done it since server 4, right? Which is a while ago. Or I might go cook. Either way. Or maybe I'll just do like campfire cooking, hunting, butchery, cooking, advanced cooking, or something like that instead, if you're going to do baking. But then I have a sneaking suspicion that like nobody else will do those, Kitty. They will like leave it for us, and then we're going to be busy AF. Would be my fear if we I dug an extra one down. Crap. You love baking, advanced baking. So obviously that's what I'm doing. Other than that, still debating. All right, you can be the baker. Or maybe I'll do farming for the first time ever, other than my single player run. Right? That's possible. Unlikely, but possible. I just want to do something food related, I think, because I haven't done anything food related in so long. Gathering friends. Yeah, no, I could. That's what I would do if I went, and then probably even fertilizers, just because, right? If I was to go down that run. Oh, that's what you're doing next run. Okay. Thorgrim's going to be a farmer next run. And I mean, it's not like we couldn't have more than one farmer. And it's not like a Kitty and I both couldn't bake. We could, right? And it would be fine, I'm sure. It depends too, though. If next run has similar numbers to this run, you only really need like 2 bakers, right? And 2 advanced bakers. You hope your casual play this run with the baking, advanced baking has allowed the others to enjoy it. Try not to keep too much in stock. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to. I think it's. Is there 3? I'm gonna be honest. I only know you and Boss. Oh, I didn't realize Escrimor took. You must have just took baking, right? Escrimor. I didn't realize he had taken baking. I feel like the last time I was at his shop, he didn't have baking stuff. But I could definitely be wrong on that note. Because, the theme of today's stream is Luch being wrong. After all. Oh. All right, so Simon just placed a bunch of roads. Oh, you've made him baking upgrades. He got it yesterday. Okay, so there you go. I was right. I was correct that he didn't have baking till recently. Luch was finally correct. Gotta love it. It was a really inconsequential thing that I was correct about. I don't want to. I don't want to dig right under Simon's truck here. Need one more. Let me get out of the hole there. Gotta take the W's even. Yep. Oh, I'm in Russ's way. Sorry, Russ. I'm sure Russ doesn't mind. We're making his life much easier by doing this, so I'm sure he doesn't mind being slightly inconvenienced. I win. All right, how many stone roads do I have left? 8. I have 8 stone roads left, so let's do that. Out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so at the very least, we got a 3-wide road all the way through the tunnel now. I do got to work at the ramp on my end still. But, yeah, it's a step. It's big. It'll make... Because I'm going to have to make a lot of trips to Simon's once electronics come out, right? Because I'm going to need a lot of copper. So it'll be good. It'll be good for that. All right, let's get these stone roads down. I guess I could use leftover asphalt too to work on the ramp. Might be the play, right? I do got 2 more. Nope, Simon's got the roads under control. If that's where you go next run, you're gonna. If that's what you go with next run, you are going to build a homestead, like a farmhouse. I assume you mean, or I guess I just don't know what a homestead is. When I think homestead, I think of like either a farm or like an 1800s home, if that makes sense. Yep, what's up? And a greenhouse, nice. And okay, I can go farther, or I can just go in third person here. Just know that any DM I'm streaming, so any DM's gonna isn't private. Um, yeah, don't DM me when we're streaming, folks. If you want it to be private, just throwing that out there. I'm not gonna read it until he replies to what I just said, because he sent it before I sent that. You're out? Okay, I got a bit left. Not much. I guess I'm only streaming for another 15 minutes. I can read his DM afterwards. All right, so he says I can read it. All right. Can I plant a patch of camas bulbs on top of the entrance to the mine? Yeah, that's fine. There might be pollution, though. I can't guarantee it'll stay pollution free, though. I don't think I have that claim, do I? I'm assuming he means right here. Well, let's look at it, and then we'll know for sure that that's what he means. Plant yield potential. Camas yield potential. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's fine. And it should be fine pollution-wise. I mean, He's not. I wish he was listening. um, Depends how far he goes, right? Like it might be fine. I think it'll be fine. Oh, you are listening? Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Like if you plant, like if you look at, uh, if you plant, if you look at the pollution, so my pollution's mostly centered there. Why is there pollution? What is the F over here? But if he's, I know you said your list exhibit. I don't know if you're watching, but if you're watching, if you plant here, I think you'll be fine. Or over here, just not like just try it. Anyway, just check the pollution map when you're placing, and you think you'll be fine. As long as you keep, like I said, just keep an eye on the pollution. I think you'll be okay. Yeah, I think it'll be all good. Oh, here's some of the ones that snuck away from Simon. Some of the invisible ones have become visible, as they tend to do. So yeah, I still got roads. Of course, I'm almost full again. Almost full of junk. Your water features don't look polluted yet. Hey, that's good. Oh yeah, you're a smelter. I was curious, Thorgrim, but I noticed you had like 4 or 6 blast furnaces. Like I only have 2, right? You have 6, I have 2. Do you find you actually use all 6 of them like ever? So I feel like I could probably do with like one more, but I don't know. I feel like 2 is probably not enough, but I feel like 6 is overkill. But you would know better than I would. You do now? Use them all? Okay. Maybe next time. I mean, it's probably too late now to to add more. I don't have space, right? I didn't plan out my build very well this time. Is my big problem. Um, which is on me. I have nobody to blame but myself for that. Uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I would have to I would have to jump through some hoops to get space for more than 2. But I do feel like 4 might be the sweet spot for me. Average is if you're using 5 of them on average, then the sweet spot's at least 4, if not more than 4. I just find like I never have enough materials. Okay, why is it being weird here? Eco gonna eco. Average is mostly 5 of them are used constantly. You did 6 before. It was more for taking things faster. Yeah, I mean, I tend to go under more than over. I find like even my 2, they don't even necessarily go at all the times. Oh yeah, if they're outside. Yeah, if you put them outside, if they're outside, they get the benefit of focus workflow. So putting them in rooms is no better. It's just the same. Outside is the same as having them in their own room. Like I can confirm that when I took focus workflow. When I took focus workflow here, my craft times went in half. Am I going to be able to get out here? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that drive. Oh, I almost made it. I did make it. Ha! All right, need more rivets punch. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can cook up for you here. Oh yeah, this is not even doing anything. Ha! Whoops. Another 150 rivets. All right, well, I'll do another 150. Steel bars are more important. All right, I'll get some more steel bars. What am I low on for steel bars? Wow, I started the day with like 2,000 iron and it's gone. It's gone. 2,000 iron gone. That's nutty. You just started using Focus Workflow a season ago. Yeah, I definitely good. Yeah, so let me talk about Focus Workflow versus what's the other one called? I forget what the other one's called. We got about 38 active people right now. I think, boss, still. There's 37 people are still active. And active is played half an hour in the last day and a half. Parallel processing, yes, that's the other one. But some of these people that are inactive, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of them pop back in. Like Josh, Goody, potentially, Razorfang, Cody. But like I know Tarudin and Back and Forth, they said right from the start that they were gonna start playing Tale of the Desert when it came out, when the new server or whatever, server's the wrong word, but oh, that's why my iron's going too. People need it for oil barrels. That's right too. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to hit my iron mine again then, apparently. All right, so I got more iron coming. More iron's coming, folks. One for iron bars, two for quick lime, and two for steel, and one to fill needs. I think you need two for quick lime. Quick lime doesn't. Oh, you have iron ore for sale? You don't need to yell, kitty. You don't. You don't think Cody will be dropping back in? All right. Well, fair enough. I don't know. I find. I mean, quick lime's quick. Well, quick lime's quick compared to steel, I guess. Yeah. No, I can see the logic behind that, Thorgrim. I was wrong. Wait, what am I wrong about? Oh, she does need to yell? How do you know? Who else has iron? Does anybody have iron concentrate? That'd be even easier. Oh, she has a lot. All right. Where is this store at though? Okay, right down. Turn to the Gov store. Got it. Whose truck is this? Oh, exhibits truck probably. Yeah, he's planting. Kitty. She mined it out yesterday, and then when I said I didn't need iron ore, I didn't need any more iron ores. The addictiveness of mining iron ore wouldn't let her stop. Got his claws into you. You only stopped mining because you were tired and cranky. Well, that's a good reason to stop. Well, don't worry. This 2,000 ore will get used really quickly. Nope. Don't fall in the hole, folks. Not fall in the hole. But yes, Simon, thank you for the tunnel work. Thank you for the iron ore, kitty. Saves me the trouble. Although, like, some days I don't mind mining iron ore, but I find when I do it like every day, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go mine iron ore anymore. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You hate the crushing and concentrating, but the mining is too addicting. It's a mousetrap. Yeah. Excuse me. So you're gonna leave the thing you don't like to me. I get it. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I completely forgot that the oil drillers were going to need a ton of iron for their barrels. That's on me. I completely forgot about that. All right, and why do I have so much crushed copper? Am my things not making? Nope, they are not making copper concentrate. So let's fix that. Of course, now I need my extra screening machine back. Actually, let's go more than 100. Let's go 200. There we go. All right, so iron is coming, folks. Iron is on its way. What do I need for balance? Oh, I need fat. Give me that bacon. Crispy bacon. I forgot how many calories this used up. The concentration process uses a lot of calories. So I got, actually, let's queue another 200, which is 400. So I have like 1,000 coming. Water wheels are stirring up pink lemonade. Pretty much. You're not far off. Oh, and I should probably queue some copper as well. I should probably eat those. I should probably try those. And let's queue up a couple hundred copper bars, which aren't needed at the moment, but they will be soon. All right. Boom and boom. Question is, did I like them? Let's find out. Tastiness bonus says. Tastiness bonus says. See, the camas rolls are okay. Hasamaki are good. I don't want to eat too many of those, though, because it'd be really hard to balance because they have no vitamins at all. All right, let's back the truck up a bit here. Let's eat something with vitamins. Let's look at pink lemonade is pretty much. Some days it looks like chocolate milk, kinda. But now all I can see is pink lemonade. All right, and that is actually going to do it for stream, folks. I have an appointment. I have an appointment with the disc golf course. So I'm going to go disc golfing now. I will be back later tonight to record a video and to make sure everything is in stock in Eco. Mad Games Tycoon 2 video is going to be going live as soon as I stop stream. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Hit that like button. If you need anything, server-wise, send me a DM on Discord. Is the best way to get a hold of me. Shout out to my patrons. Could not do this without my patrons. Shout out to them. If you want to support me on Patreon, links in the description down below. You can also support me directly through PayPal, lucheragaming@gmail.com. Most importantly, though, folks, be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.